Hello, this is Katie from Peck Nutrition, and I'm looking forward to sharing today's blog with you. This has been inspired by some observations that I have made in my life this week. So, I've heard a lot of people say that they're stressed, they're rushing around, they're busy this week, and I felt a lot of, I suppose, busy energy for some people, from some people, and stressed energy and rushing about. And I got thinking, yeah, and somebody also just popped into my mind. This man, he was helping me today move something, and he was like saying, gosh, I've gained this weight around my middle and, I'm stressed about it. And, how can I tell me something quickly I can do to change it, to shift it? And is there a pill I can take or something? I just looked at him. I said, sign up to my email list. I can help. Um, yeah, he was stressed. He was rushing around. So yeah. And I thought, when we feel this way, really the last thing that we're thinking of is, doing our deep breathing or, going to our yoga class or, chewing our food properly, eat healthy eating or prioritizing ourselves. Often, I mean, for some people, this is just, it might just be a particular day that they're having a busier day. But for many people, it's this constant, life that they're living where they're stuck in this cycle. And when we do feel like that, we often feel like there's a lot going on in our lives and there's things that we've got to prioritize. We don't have time for ourselves and we don't have, we're too stressed. There's too many other things going on. And really, our health can be at the bottom of the list and it's not a priority. So I was thinking of this idea that actually our emotional and physical health should be the center of our existence, because if we don't have it, we can't exist. But our human body is so amazing and it will just keep going and going and going when we really don't care for it as well as what we should be caring for it. So we take it for granted, and then we might experience some signs and symptoms later on. For example, having high body fat levels, raised body fat levels, or digestive problems are, signs that do come up. So. Yeah, it's so easy to take our bodies for granted because we think, well, it will just keep going and I've got all these things that I've got to deal with. Um, but I suppose I would love for everybody to, and for you to really consider this, is that we know that it is important, but it's so easy that we can get caught up in a cycle where we are rushing and we feel like we don't have enough time and we put other things as a priority to ourselves and our own health and well-being. Like I said, our physical and emotional health should be the center of our own existence, and we don't exist. We can't express that gift, that unique gift that only that we have, if we feel we're trapped or stifled in a body and we're not experiencing the best health that we could. So yeah, it's an interesting topic, isn't it, to really, really think about this, that it isn't important, and that we feel sometimes that there'll come a day when, then we'll focus on it. So what I'm going to do in a minute is go over 5 signs for you to think about your body might be communicating to you, and really look at, do you fall into this, mindset where you're thinking, in the future, that's when I'll focus on it then. And this is part of, I suppose, what I'm trying to say is this rushing mindset that we get caught up in, where we think that there will be some time later. But later's never going to come because it's actually our perception and how we're seeing the world, and how we're choosing to see things. So what we really want to focus on is the fact that if we make a shift in our mindset and we focus on ourselves and prioritize our own well-being as the cornerstone of our like everyday life, then we're just going to feel so much more focused, energized, productive, able to make decisions that serve us, have great relationships when we're taking care of our physical and emotional health. So I'm going to go over these 5 signs now. I'd love for you to reflect on these, and please share with me if any of them resonate with you. So I'm going to be giving 5 signs that your body's communicating that perhaps some self-care boundaries along the way have kind of been crossed, and it's kind of saying, hey, listen to me. And so yes, please reflect on these. Email me or write in the blog comments with the sign that resonates the most with you. And in the next blog, I'm going to pick the sign that I get the most responses to, and I will answer in the next blog, and also do a 1-page cheat sheet on top lifestyle, nutrition, and well-being tips to shift your health in that area that you're struggling with, so that you improve how you're feeling and you set boundaries around it, so it's not going to be a problem for you anymore. Okay, so the first sign that your body may be not so happy is to do with energy and reliance on caffeine. So now I'm not saying that caffeine is bad and we shouldn't have it, but if you feel a strong dependence on it, where you feel that if you don't have it, you're literally going to be head down on desk come afternoon tea time, then perhaps this is something to look at, that you should have enough energy to get through the day without needing any caffeine at all. Okay, so do you have an over-reliance on caffeine where you literally feel like you'd fall asleep, put your head on your desk, or maybe you have, or fallen asleep in a meeting in the middle of the afternoon, you feel like you can't get through the day without caffeine? So that's sign number 1, that you really need to be thinking about where you prioritize your health and your well-being, emotional, physical well-being, in your spectrum of activities that you give attention to in your life. Okay, so the second one is, I like to call it the ping pong mind. Ping pong mind. So this is like, your mind is like a tennis ball or like a ping pong ball pinging on the table, and you feel like you're flitting here, there, and everywhere. You feel very like, addicted to your phone. You're always, checking everything, and you're going from one task to the next, and you just find it really hard to focus on one task and finish that one task and move on to the other task. So it's almost like you've got a real like sluggish mind energy. So that's the second sign. And the third sign is to do with your appetite control and cravings. So you get cravings for high sugary, salty, fatty foods. You find it really hard to intuitively connect with your natural meal times and control your portions. You don't feel a lot of strong natural hunger feelings, but you feel a lot of urgency and impulse and craving to eat. You find it very easy to eat large portions, and specifically overeating at night. So that's the third sign. The fourth sign is really to do with your emotional health. So you either feel your emotions are just like all over the place, up and down. Specifically, you experience anger, irritation, feeling pressured, just feeling like lack of patience. You might feel easily irritated, like you want to judge other people, and also you find it hard as well to follow through on commitments if you've said that you're going to meet somebody. And generally, you just find it hard to focus, and your mood energy is lower, so your mood energy. Okay, so that's number 4, and number 5 is to do with your digestion. So you feel sluggish in your digestion and you feel bloated. Specifically, this could be in the morning when you wake up or after lunch and into the evening. And you feel just quite sleepy after meals. So you feel your digestion is not strong and you don't feel so energized after meals and you feel more bloated. Okay, so there are 5 signs that your body is giving you, and I would really love some feedback from you. So, which sign resonates the most with you, and what you feel you need help with? So, put it in comments or send me an email, and in the next blog I will comment on the one sign that I get the most responses to and do a cheat sheet for you. So I hope that you found this blog helpful. I certainly love doing them and I love sharing this with you, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye bye.